Welcome to my channel. This is the top 15 coasters ranked at Six Flags Magic Mountain in California. I'm your host, Tommy Italiano. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And hit that bell if you want to, buddy. Let's get started. Six Flags is located in Valencia, California, just outside of Los Angeles. It has a world record-breaking 19 coasters. I'm not going to give a review on the kids' coasters. Getting it started at number 15, we got GOLDRUSHER with a top speed of 35 miles an hour. With a height of 70 feet, this is one of the smaller coasters. It was built in 1971 by Aerodynamics, making it the oldest in the park. GOLDRUSHER might be the ultimate beginner coaster, so not including the children's coasters, I think that could actually be kind of looped in there actually. Classic Revolution, the world's first looping roller coaster. This used to be known as the Great American Revolution and then just Revolution, but in 2016, they changed it to the New Revolution. This upgrade included a repaint, new trains without the over-the-seat restraints. It's, however, no means some kind of intense roller coaster though. I would say mostly kids do it. And the people screaming, that's from Tatsu. Coming in at 13 is Ninja. At a height of 60 feet, this coaster has a drop of 85 feet and reaches a top speed of 55 miles per hour. Ninja was manufactured by Aerodynamics in 1988. Ninja's trains feature over-the-shoulder restraints. Ninja is a good family coaster. I wouldn't say it's very exciting, but it's enjoyable. I would say if you have kids, that's one of the many that you should start with to work them up to a bigger one. Scream! But it's kind of rude to have Scream next to Twisted, seeing as Twisted is one of the best coasters here. Scream comes in at number 12. This is a floorless B&M coaster that was built in 2003. Features 5 consecutive inversions, a 125 feet vertical loop, and a 96 feet dive loop. Reaching a top speed of 63 miles an hour, it also has a 0G roll and a 78-foot Cobra roll. Not forget about the interlocking corkscrews that follow soon after. This is a mirror image clone of Medusa at Six Flags Great America. Coming in at lucky number 11 is Apocalypse at a top speed of 50 miles an hour and a height of 95 feet. This is a GCI coaster, which stands for Great Coasters International. In 2017, the ride was retracked by British company Wood Coast Developments. Additionally, the receive a theming update, changing the theme from nuclear fallout to a plague that wiped out humanity. The ride has 3 misty tunnels, one of which passes through the station. Look how nice it is. And Halloween Horror Nights, it's creepy, oh. If you don't like rough roller coasters, Apocalypse is not for you. This one will throw you around, but it's fun because it's a wooden coaster and mostly everything here is still, so. If you like the old wooden feel, hear the clicking, get jerked around, well, this is your ride. Riddler's Revenge. Now we're going into the DC universe. The theming here is much better. Reaching a top speed of 65 miles an hour, this coaster has a drop of 146 feet and a height of 156 feet. This is a standard stand-up coaster by B&M. With 6 inversions, it holds the record for the most on a stand-up coaster. Riddlers is really loud. That would be the biggest drawback, and the fact that it's really bumpy. So it shakes your head. Other than that, I would say it's solidly in the middle. Fun, but a little too jerky. Here we are at number 9, and we got Viper. Top speed 70 miles an hour and a height of 188 feet. At the top, riders drop 171 feet to the left, reaching a max speed of 70 miles per hour. Next, the train flips into a 144-foot vertical loop, followed by some trim brakes. Riders make a left turn and head into two more vertical loops, one being 90 feet and the other being 62 feet. These vertical loops are followed by the block brake. The train dives slowly into a few turns and approaches a batwing. After this, riders hit a 40-foot tall double corkscrew. The train moves through a straight section of track before making a right turn. This is followed by the final brake leading to a right turn back to the station. To be honest, Viper is one of my favorite roller coasters. Me and my little brother used to go on that every time. The first roller coaster that we would go on when we got to Six Flags. So shout out, little bro. Viper's behind us. I'm really sad because they are taking this archway out, the DC universe, which the Batmobile is at. I think they'll definitely keep the Batmobile. It's probably going to get moved over to Batman the Ride. But because of Wonder Woman, Flight of Courage, which I'll do a little update in the end of this video, they are re-theming the entranceway, and they've actually tore down the archway completely. I filmed this before they actually closed Batman, but this is the new repaint. Coming in at number 8 is Batman the Ride. Top speed 50 miles per hour, height 105 feet. It's an inverted B&M coaster. Although it's only 50 miles per hour, this flips and whips you through a course. You think you're going much, much faster. It has a 59-degree angle of descent and a maximum G-force of 4. Yeah, boy. Yes. Yes. 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. I can't do 2. Batman is way better than Riddlers. It's smoother. It doesn't shake your head. I would do Batman any day over Riddlers. The yellow lines on the road. To number 7, West Coast Racers, with a top speed of 55 miles an hour and 67 feet high. West Coast Racers is currently the newest coasters at Six Flags, being built in 2020. It is a launch coaster manufactured by Premier Rides. Riders experience both sides of the ride. In between sides, there is a unique pit stop experience designed by West Coast Customs. There are 14 track crossings and 30 total interaction points during the ride. And here they go. And they're on. The entrance to West Coast Racers flash passes in the back. This one's always long, so. It's definitely the smoothest out of all the coasters here. I would say Full Throttle is probably the second smoothest, but this being the newest, it definitely has a little bit better technology, so. That was amazing. It could have been faster, but it's really, really good. That's why it's at the top, bro. My trusty umbrella. It's shady here, though, so it's a good place to cool down. My number 6 might surprise people, but it's Tatsu at 170 feet and 62 miles per hour. This is a B&M custom flying coaster. The tallest flying coaster in the world, 19 feet taller than the Flying Dinosaur at Universal's Japan. It allows riders to ride in a face-down position for the ultimate flying experience. Contains a 120-foot tall pretzel loop, the tallest in the world, bruh, which exerts 4.5 Gs. Originally had red and yellow track with orange supports, but it was closed and repainted with orange and green supports. This is the old one. That's cool. Oh, and Revolution at the same time. That's perfect. The helpful Honda Express typically makes you avoid this long trip to Superman. It goes from the front of the park down, but it's closed because it's not busy today.
I would rate Tatsu much higher if it had theming like the one in Busch Gardens. The one there, you go over water, is amazing. I think they're about to come. Tatsu! Yeah. In terms of thrill, Tatsu definitely delivers though. It's one of the more intense.
Making my way down the list, we reached number 5 with Goliath at 235 feet and top speed of 85 miles an hour. I actually love this coaster. It has an intense dive into a tunnel, and you get some great airtime on the second hill. So I definitely recommend this. Crazy G-forces too. Some people might be surprised, but number 4 is Superman at 400 feet and 100 miles per hour. This is a launch twin shuttle reverse free fall coaster. Although it is pretty basic in the terms of the ride, you go up and back, I love it because it's so high and so fast. Riders experience an estimated 6.5 seconds of airtime. The car is propelled to a speed of 100 miles per hour in 7 seconds. During the 2021 season, the car on the left track was turned to face forward as in the original ride. This allows riders to experience the coaster both forwards and backwards. I'm going to give you a pro tip. If you want to ride this, make sure it is your first ride. It is the only coaster not on the Flash Pass, and the lines get insane at the end of the day, and they just don't have a large capacity. So it's just not worth it if you don't ride it first. We've reached the top 3 with Full Throttle coming in at number 3 at 164 feet and 70 miles per hour. This launch coaster features the tallest vertical loop when it opened, with a height of 160 feet. In 2013, to my happiness, seat belts were added. The ride starts by launching riders forward into the 160-foot vertical loop. Next, the train goes through a banked turn and enters a sharp, curved dive loop into the tunnel formerly used for the park's monorail system. You're launched backwards partway up the curved drop and then through the tunnel again and over the loop. Full Throttle is the only coaster in the world to feature a track on top of a vertical loop.
I love Full Throttle. It's so fun. It's always a good time on Full Throttle. I think I hear him behind me. Now this is when it gets serious, bro. X2 does not play around. This is one of my favorite roller coasters in the world. It actually has a huge, long queue, but it's not that bad right now.
You start out literally on your back, and then as you go up the lift hill, it turns slightly, and you really start the roller coaster completely backwards, and then you're gonna see what happens, bro. It's pretty intense. Just prior to the drop, the seats rotate 180 degrees so the riders are facing the ground. Music plays on some of the carts, but it's kind of touch and go. Enters an inside Raven turn where the cars are rotated halfway to form the lie to fly element. After exiting the turn, the cars rotate 360 degrees, imitating a backflip. The train enters a sweeping fan twist, which incorporates a 180 degree rotation with another fly to lie moment. And then the train enters the outside Raven turn. Flamethrower effects are seen overhead, but that doesn't always happen. It's recently been working though.
That is no joke. It's so fun though. I highly recommend X2.
Can I get a drum roll, please? As you probably know, where wood meets steel, the #1 spot is Twisted Colossus by Rocky Mountain Construction, also known as RMC. Twisted Colossus allows 2 trains to race each other on similar track with elements placed differently, allowing for some near misses. Unlike a true twin roller coaster, Twisted Colossus is one long roller coaster. Once the train finishes the blue section, it goes right into the green section without stopping at the station. Twisted Colossus is the second roller coaster to feature a high five element, where both tracks run parallel, banked at 90 degrees. This gives the illusion of being able to high five passengers on the other train if riders have their hands up in the air. This ride feels pretty long because it's 3 minutes and 40 seconds. It also features a 0G roll, 121-foot chain lift hill with a 123-foot drop at 80 degrees, and a Top Gun stall.
That was incredible. I loved it. That's definitely number one. That's amazing. I never get sick of that one. This was the first RMC I've ever ridden in my life. I've done Still Vengeance, which I do think is better, but for being at Six Flags, this is amazing. You get incredible speed, airtime. I mean, the airtime moments are incredible. I've never experienced that until the first time I rode it. I would say Still Vengeance has a little bit better airtime. The only thing I think it needs is a bigger drop. That's the only thing missing. The only thing that would make that better is combining Goliath with Twisted with a huge drop. If you had like a 200-foot drop at the beginning, dun dun dun.
Opening in 2022, Wonder Woman Flight of Courage is a single rail RMC coaster. Here's some construction video I filmed recently. Make sure you subscribe because I will be adding a review and following the construction of this coaster.
I had a great day today. I am ending it with Twisted Colossus as my number one. Do you agree? Sound off in the comments below. Whether you agree or disagree, I would love to hear what your favorite roller coaster is at Six Flags Magic Mountain.